Welcome back to your local election headquarters and the Indianapolis mayoral debate. The Circle City's next 4 years are on the line in November. And the Fox 59 CBS 4 mayoral debate continues tonight with candidates Mayor Joe Hogsett and Jefferson Shreve here with us in our studios this evening. Our next section of questions relates specifically to downtown Indianapolis. The COVID-19 pandemic, the riots in 2020, and a continued lack of in-office workers at major employers has made life difficult for business owners in Indy's core downtown district. And that's the basis for this next viewer question, which comes from Tiamo Harris. Tiamo asks, what will be done to bring downtown Indy back to its former glory? This is for both candidates. You'll each have 60 seconds. And Mr. Shreve, I'll start with you.
Well, I would characterize that former glory as accurate because our downtown has not returned to the vibrancy that we had when I began working downtown more than 30 years ago at the corner of Illinois and Ohio Street. We don't have that vibrancy in about 2/3 of our downtown, and that's demonstrated by a University of Toronto study, and there are some outside metrics that objectively quantify that. We are going to have to reinvent our downtown core over the next 8 years. And that's a challenge that every city will face. It will take bold leadership. It will take innovation, repurposing of space, and we are going to have to work mightily to attract both investment and human talent that chooses to live in the core of our city.
Mayor Hogsett, 60 seconds, same question. How do you bring downtown Indy back to full strength?
Well, it's been estimated by the Indianapolis Business Journal that there may very well over the next 4 or 5 years be $9 billion in investment in downtown, and I think that will go a long way toward propping our downtown back up with the resilient strategy that the city has enjoyed. But the residential growth of downtown is just off the charts. Occupancy rates in downtown housing are 95%. And so while people are returning to work and returning to a more normal pattern, we're also growing as a city, and people are locating downtown because they want to live downtown. They see the prospect, they see the prosperity, they see the future. Bottle Works, 16 Tech, Elanco, Convention Center expansion, repurposing of Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the Bicentennial Unity Plaza. All of these things are happening downtown.
Okay, let's get another question here from one of our viewers. Rebecca Diener asks, what will be done to help the homeless find homes? It's been a big issue in downtown Indy. Mr. Shreve, I'll start with you here, 60 seconds. Does more need to be done?
More needs to be done. We have, with the help of the General Assembly, money to work with for a low barrier shelter to supplement the shelters such as Wheeler that exist today. But we need to get the homeless off the streets of Indianapolis, both for their well-being and for the safety of the citizens in our downtown core. We also have homeless that we don't see, that aren't right underneath the Arch Garden. We have so many along the White River, on the levees and the encampments there. And we need to be careful in distinguishing between homelessness, panhandling, and mental health issues. And so the investment in other homeless options needs to be coupled with a greater investment in mental health care because so often they're coupled.
Mayor Hogsett, 60 seconds. What's your response to that? And do you plan to change course at all in your approach on this issue?
Yeah, I just want to clarify one thing. It's not a low barrier shelter as a shelter is often considered that the state and the city have partnered to build. It's actually a housing hub. A 24-hour-a-day respite for those who find themselves chronically unsheltered, and it will help them move down the path of getting permanent supportive housing and the supportive services that they need to stay there. We've seen an increase in federal support for homeless intervention and prevention over the last 8 years, 2 times over. And since 2021, there's been a 16% reduction in the number of our unsheltered neighbors in the city of Indianapolis. So while progress continues, progress will be made, and I really think that this housing hub, a 24-hour facility, will help move our people from chronic homelessness into permanent supportive housing.
All right, let's talk about an issue now that affects pretty much everybody in the city, but it's certainly become a focal point downtown as well. Traffic safety. Viewer Jennifer Fouts asks, drivers are speeding, driving aggressively, and running red lights with reckless abandon. As mayor, how will you keep Indy streets safe for pedestrians and drivers? And building on that, how long will the city actually be able to enforce this new ordinance for downtown Indy, preventing some right turns on red in the downtown area? Mr. Mayor, we'll start here with you, 60 seconds.
Well, let me make it clear. I certainly support. I was at the announcement for the right turn on red prohibition, and I think it will have has already had profound impacts. But pedestrian safety generally is a very important issue, not just downtown, but throughout the entire city. And that is why I'm very pleased that we have listened not only to the neighbors and the neighborhoods, but we are looking at the data and we are making investments in safe streets and the types of crosswalks, the types of alternative trails that might provide pedestrians a safer place to get to and from places, or even the types of investments that we're making with street lights and streetscapes. And I think all of those in conjunction with one another will help us address what has come to be a little bit of a problem, and that is pedestrian safety.
So, Mr. Shreve, 60 seconds. What's your response to that, and what new ideas would you bring to this discussion?
Well, I would offer that there is no enforcement of the right turn on red prohibition. There is essentially no enforcement of the speed limit requirements because we don't have the staffing in place to begin to accomplish that. And so we pass ordinances that have no real meaning. And that's the part of the problem behind the escalating incidents of pedestrian vehicle incursions. If we're going to pass an ordinance, we've got to have the bandwidth, the human capacity to enforce that. And we don't today. I do think that those decisions at the intersection level should be made by the district councilor, of which I once was, rather than the General Assembly. And I disagreed with the way this played out on a blanket fashion. I think that these decisions ought best be kept close to the local government level, at the district council level.
Okay. We've got much more to come as we team up tonight with the IBJ to talk more about the economy in downtown Indianapolis and all throughout the city as the Indianapolis mayoral debate continues right after this. Stick around.